And
you're not the first person down, so he's heard the story about what's going on. But he asks, I heard you looted his body. This was my brother. Do you know that?
I said that. Oh. Okay. I said that wasn't me, that was the other thief. They're like misinterpreting elf thief and elf thief. But I'm not a thief.
So you're a thief then? You know what we do with thieves around here? We cut off their hands.
Okay.
He goes back to cleaning up the blood and bemoaning his loss of his brother. So, Ryan, Jen, and Jeff, you are downstairs right now. JP is still sleeping off the hangover that was only exacerbated by the midnight chase and falling down a flight of stairs.
The Zangief.
What do you guys do?
I have myself a breakfast burrito and a cup of black coffee at the table.
Okay. Their breakfast burritos are good.
Yeah.
They have just the right amount of avocado and bacon.
I'd go over to the innkeeper's brother and I tell him I'm sorry for your loss.
He seems upset. He says, "Thank you for your kind words, but nothing can replace the life of my brother."
That's when I say we promise to find the person that did this to him and exact revenge. He or she assaulted us as well.
Well, if you could let me have the killing blow, that would get better.
I say if we can manage it, we will.
Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Breakfast is on me. It seems that Jeff, of all people, has made a friend. Okay.
Am I up yet?
Yeah, you up. You're up.
All right. So I come downstairs. Is the guy still mourning his brother?
Yeah. He'll probably be mourning him for a couple of years, so yeah.
But do I see him is what I'm...
Yeah, I mean, he's still cleaning up the mess. It's going to take a while. Blood was left to sit overnight, and it got everywhere, and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll walk downstairs and say, man, that guy sure did bleed a lot. That's a mess over there. How's that burrito, Jeff? Is it pretty good? I've heard they're pretty good around here.
I just kind of ignore him.
Okay. You guys stand around and chat for a while. When the red-robed guy that you were supposed to give the items to comes back in the door. He comes in, looks about, says, "I heard about what happened here last night." And he walks over to the innkeeper and says, "I'm very sorry for the loss of your brother. He'd served me good ale many a time. Is there anything I can do for you?" And they chat for a little while.
I walk over to the man in the red robe.
Mm-hmm.
And I whisper in his ear, "We smashed the orb and the sword."
And then I hear the whisper and walk over to Ryan's.
I look for his reaction.
I hear this. I hear him whisper.
You don't hear the whisper. You don't hear the whisper at all.
No,
dude.
because I go over and say, "Ryan, you can't smash a sword."
Yes, you can. Just not the same way you smash an orb.
You don't hear anything. He whispered it to him secretly.
Okay.
Go away,
The guy turns and stares at you and says, "You did what?"
And I'm like, "Oh yeah, that orb thing. Yeah, that was. I wanted to see if I could break it, and apparently it can't take an 8-foot fall. So that sucks."
He puts his hand to his head and said, "Oh my God! After all these."
What was that, anyways? You said it was a family heirloom, or?
I have no idea
Was
what
that
it
your
was.
grandfather's soul, or what was inside of it?
Well, it doesn't matter now. It's destroyed, and we'll never know.
Okay. It's if the glass was over in the wizard's area, the little cubicle that he has here in the town.
You guys have no idea the value of that thing that you just destroyed, do you?
No.
How
Not really.
valuable was it?
How valuable was it?
Extraordinarily. But
Good job.
I
Well,
guess that's over now.
Well, we still have the... Oh.
Okay. And he just walks outside and leaves.
Wait. Ryan, did you tell him that we smashed the sword?
I did.
How can you smash a sword, Brager?
You can break a sword, man.
I give Jeff a look that says, I don't think you
Can
can. And then go back and order a breakfast burrito and eat one.
I want to ask the innkeeper if he saw I described the thief,
Mm-hmm.
and I wonder if he saw her coming in and booking a room or something.
No, I don't. Well, no one dressed all in black with a mask came in and booked a room. If that's what you're
But
asking.
would an elf of a similar description style work? Like,
You-
was there someone similar to that came?
You did.
We're like, no, much
All
prettier
right.
than her, much more powerful. You can
much
imagine
stronger.
someone much more effective.
Okay.
You can tell for those few moments that you saw her with her mask off, she is much prettier than Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
3
guys.
points prettier.
3 points prettier.
He means Abigail, not Jen.
Oh, yeah, I meant Abigail, of course.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my ogre ears perk up and I guess, do I hear this conversation? Who's having the conversation with the innkeeper? Is it Jen or is it Jeff? Or both
Jen.
of them?
Abby.
So I walk over and say, oh yeah, so what this elf here is trying to convey is across from her room, and I guess I know what room number it is or something like that because I was staying
Yeah.
upstairs. And I say, do you know who was in that room? Because last night when I was coming downstairs, after all these crazy people down here were doing crazy things, there was someone that said they were drunk and they stumbled into the wrong room. Not me, this person that we were chasing. And they left Abigail's room and went into the room across her. Do you know who was staying in that room? A name perhaps or anything like that?
He says, let me look at the ledger. And he pulls out a book, thumbs through it for a bit, and goes, you know what? The room was empty. No one was staying there.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Hmm.
Do you have a watch or anything during the night of people that, I mean...
God damn it, JP, don't remind.
You know,
What?
usually Solace is a pretty safe town. We haven't had any problems here for, as far as I know of, ever. We don't really, our city guard is pretty minimal, and we don't really need much. So no, we don't keep a watch.
Well, I guess the only person that that might have seen him is no longer with us. So that sucks for us, and it's pretty shitty for you too. But thanks for the thanks for the help, and I guess we'll be on our way.
Yeah. Okay. So a few minutes later, the guy with gold and purple robes comes over, or clothes, and says, last night was a little chaotic, but if you'd like to come on the road with us, we can. We will still have you. You proved yourselves pretty stalwart warriors last night. And if you promise to, you know, be civil, well, we definitely have you on. And we can match 100 gold up front, 300 when the job's done.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
immediately say that's fine and grab the gold. We're not giving this to Abigail. I'll keep charge of this.
You're going to keep the 100 gold?
I'll keep the 100 gold.
Okay.
I say I don't trust him. I'd rather
How about
have.
we just give 25 to each?
Yeah.
Guys, I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Nope. We're splitting it, and then I like go in your pocket and grab it and split it.
Isn't that considered stealing, Neil?
I'm a fucking thief,
I mean,
man.
she can't, you can't just reach into his pocket, you know.
Well, I'm
He's
not
an
actually. Like, I'm not trying to be sneaky here. I'm like,
So I immediately grab her hand when she tries to reach in, pull it out, and say, "Okay, We'll split it up. I don't know why you guys... Whatever. And I give everyone 25 gold and put mine back in my pocket.
Okay.
I high-five my ferret in victory.
I get one of the gold pieces and palm it and throw it as hard as I can at the ferret.
Wow.
Roll it.
You need a skill. Yeah, roll a d20, man. I wish you a very bad roll.
This fucking goat,
Roll
man.
20.
I rolled a 14.
14. Let's... The ferret. That is definitely a... That's a hit. Yeah, you hit the ferret.
All right, that one's on you, Mr. Boggle or whatever your name is.
You're not. You only do 1 point of damage. You can't really kill something with it.
Oh, I didn't want to kill it. I just meant to give it the gold piece by throwing it at it.
I was hoping you'd critical the ferret and kill it. But,
So my ferret's fine?
yeah, your ferret's okay.
You broke its high-fiving hand.
I just pet my ferret. I say, there, Mr. Mugwuggles. I take the gold coin and I put it in my pocket and I say, there.
Its name changes all the time, I'm pretty sure.
But so does mine, Jeff, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so do you guys take the job? And yeah, you've taken the job. You can go with the guy.
Yep.
All right, you head off on the road. It's a 3-day journey to the next town over. I'm sorry, it's a 5-day journey to the next town over. The next town is Haven. So you guys are taking off. The first 2 nights are pretty uneventful. You get to know the people you're traveling with. Actually, let me give you some more details. So it's a supply train of 3 wagons, each being pulled by 2 horses. There's the guy in purple and gold whose name is Mar. And he's got his younger brother who's only 6 with him. He's kind of like keeping along with him. And 2 other people who you haven't really chatted with. They're kind of keep quiet, keep to themselves, stay off in the distance a little bit, but they travel with the caravan. They'll stop and eat with you guys and chat, but they don't really like to talk. So you guys are 2 days into the journey. Let's just kind of, would there be anything that you would have asked them or chatted with them or anything that would have transpired? Anything particular you want to know or ask about any of these people or the caravan or anything like that?
No, I think we're okay. I think we can speed this little
Alright.
portion along.
All right.
We just kind of do the job and try to get over with.
Okay. So 2 nights later, Abigail, you have regained 2 HP. JP, you have regained 2 HP. Not that it matters. So 3rd day, you're walking. Just fine. Everything's normal. And then you see that the road is moving through kind of a slight pass in the hills. And there's a tree that's fallen over the road, like blocking the path. You'll have to like move the tree before you can get the wagon past. And Mar looks at you guys and says, "Hold on, I don't like the looks of this."
Ice cream
Alright.
perception check.
Okay, let's pretend she didn't scream that. I give Ryan a look that means to notch your bow and get ready.
I said,
And
I
I pull out
immediately-
the sword shield.
I immediately say, Jeff, do you want to? Should we try to pick that tree up and just move it and keep going?
I say we should check it out, then move it.
Why don't we send that fucking
not a
ferret
trap.
in? Let's see if there's a trap or something.
I say, no, after what you did to Mr. Mugwuggles, there's no way it's gonna happen. You go first.
I kind of looked to the leader of the caravan and asked, "Do you have anyone that could go up and check this out? I mean, do you
Well,
know
I
the
seem to
city?"
recall hiring 4 people for 400 gold.
Yeah. No, I get
If
that.
you
I get
see
that.
them, you could tell them to go check that out.
And I tell them that we'll check it out, but our job is to keep everyone safe, not move it, because if we're in the action of moving it and someone attacks us, we're pretty screwed.
Your job is to get me from point A to point B safely, and without that log there, we're going to have to go around, and that's going to add an extra 10 days to our journey since we're not on road, and I have no idea what the hell we are.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
right, that's a
look
big
around.
ass tree.
I look around
10-day
and
tree.
I want to know what's on the. I mean, we're on this path and there's a tree, but what's to the left and the right? Like
Okay,
what's around
so you
us?
guys are going through a pass in some hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought I said that at the beginning. If I didn't, I apologize.
I don't think we were listening that well, to be honest.
course.
So
I say, JP, don't you have spells to move that tree log like in Trine?
what is?
You know the game where the wizard like grabs the log and goes woo, and then the log moves. Do that shit.
What's a game?
I mean, it could be. Do you have magic powers?
Did you steal my wine?
Maybe.
Okay, so
Who's JP?
Oh, it's your. Fine.
while everybody's standing around and
Not to
talking,
think
and
about
stuff,
that,
I go around the left side of and try and make my way up to the top of the left hill.
Still? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You climb your way up the hill. Make a perception check, though.
Of course.
Of course.
Goes
So
without saying.
d20 plus your perception.
Can you link my character page?
Oh, I'm sorry. Your perception is 16, and I will send
20 plus 16.
Can you clear the map, by the way?
36. Holy shit.
That's straight up 20.
Whoa.
Ryan can see the beat of the
I
earth.
see everything.
Yeah. Okay, so you halfway up the hill, not even half, you start walking up the hill, and you notice on the other side of the hill, just beyond the log, there's on like the top of the right pass behind the log, there's a hobgoblin chilling in some bushes with a bow, peering down at the party. He doesn't seem to be looking at you. He's looking at everyone else. And you notice below him, behind the log a bit and behind a rock, you can barely make out the hair, but you can definitely tell it's ogre hair of an ogre crouching behind this giant fucking boulder. And then there's probably a couple other people around, but you can't really tell. And
So-
like, all you're seeing is like a little bit. You're like, no, that's ogre hair. There's a guy there.
Sure. So I send I shoot Vincent a look without alerting the party, and this is this is our hobgoblin / ogre look that just lets him know, like, you know.
Let me see the look. Look into the camera and give us the look.
It's kind of like with one eyebrow raised, and I can't do it. My character can do it, but you
Right,
know,
but you can
with
approximate.
the charisma and everything.
kind of like that.
Okay.
I look up and see Ryan making some fucking weird face.
Yeah, you don't know what it means.
Is
so
everyone
you-
drunk this morning? What the fuck's going on?
Vincent, you catch that look perfectly. You understood
Yeah.
exactly what you said.
So I point at Bregor, and I like circle around motion for him to go around for a clear shot, and then I look at JP and Abigail, and I begin to give them a look, but then mid-look realize what I'm doing, and I kind of go, no, and I circle around to not be in the direct trajectory of the stone, but to be still in front of where the impish thing would be facing.
Okay. Let me see if I can't draw something here for us. So this is not going to be quite the same scale. Each box is not a 5x5 anymore.
Sure.
Gee, what? No, stop. Oh. What the hell's going on here? Okay. These are contour lines. So each circle or blob represents a 5-foot increase in elevation, so you can understand the shape of the hill as it rises.
Okay. And where are we at? I guess
You
in between.
guys, well, there's a tree that has been felled that kind of sticks across like this, except it's not nearly that fat. There we go. And this is the bushy end. And there's a branch or something here, and a branch there, or whatever.
All right, and which hill is Breger on?
So Breger saw a dude up here.
Well, we
There's
don't
a
know this.
big freaking boulder, right here. Breger is right around here-ish right now.
Okay. Oh, so we're on the south side of this.
You
then.
guys are on the south side of everything.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
And the hills actually extend further to the right. I'm just not going to draw them all.
Yeah,
But it's
that's
not
fine.
just like a set of hills.
Sure. All right. So do they do anything in this? Because Jeff was acting like he was bracing for impact, according to the symbol, or the look rather. Are we still deciding what to do, Neil?
Yeah, I mean, all you guys have done is give each other looks.
All right.
You haven't
So
taken any actions.
I'm gonna say Ryan started walking somewhere, or Breger did. So where'd Breger go, Vincent? What's going on?
I tell him that we've spotted a gigantic adversary, and he's moving into position to get the first shot off. We should do the same, kind of create a network.
A network.
Well, a net of people spread out, ready to close in on him from all sides.
Okay. How do you propose for this, Mr. Warrior?
You and me center, and then I look at Abigail, and I motion for her to go to the other side and take her range shots from there.
All right, that sounds good to me. I think we should do what Vincent said. So me and Vincent go up forward. Abigail, you want Abigail to go where Ryan is? Is that what you said?
No, the other side of, like the opposite side.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so we're set up.
Okay, give me those directions again. I just want to be very explicit.
So
Did everyone go?
Abigail is going to the other side, opposite of where Ryan is, and you're getting up on a hill, so she can get a shot off.
So Abigail's going to climb the hill on the right side.
Sneakily.
Sneakily climb the hill on the right side. Okay.
Yes.
Vincent, where are you going?
I'm facing the stone, like not dead center, a little bit off, and JP's doing the same, but a little bit further away, and then Bregor is going to launch the attack from the range where he finds the open space that is facing the troll thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bregor, you are climbing the hill on the left side, or are you walking around the hill?
Well, I start to, but I guess with this perception check, as soon as I notice them, I would just stop.
Do what? Just stop.
I stopped and I shot my look over to Vincent.
Okay, but after having shot the look,
Right.
what do you do?
If I can take another action, then
Yeah, I mean, what do you do?
okay. Then I immediately I would pull out my bow, and I would fire a shot into the brush, and then I see the hobgoblin at.
Okay, so you're shooting at the hobgoblin.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Bregor pulls out his longbow, takes a shot at the bush at the top of the hill that that Abigail is starting to climb. Roll a d20 plus 2. Did I ever send you a link of your character sheet?
You did, but I just don't have it right now.
Yeah, I'm sending it again.
Okay. Roll d20 plus 2. It's not a hit. It's an 8.
No, that's definitely not a hit. Okay. So your arrow sails past him.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go next.
Mm-hmm.
So I see the shot miss, and I say, "I guess we're doing this." And I'm going to cast Sunscorch, and
Okay.
I'm gonna do it on the bush where I just saw Ryan shoot at. I don't know what is there, but I guess since Ryan's shooting at a bush, that there's probably something there.
Okay. Let me just take a look at Sunscorch.
Sure.
We have scorching heat that slams down. Range is 40 yards. Takes it. So it's D6 points of damage plus 1 per caster level. Okay. So he fails his saving throw. Roll D6 plus 1.
Okay. Roll 5.
5. Okay, you hear a scream, and a charred hobgoblin falls off the hill and tumbles down into the valley between the two hills.
I immediately say, well, that was kind of easy.
Is he dead?
Charred and dead?
You just hear a scream, and you see a charred, like a very burned body falling off the top of a hill. You don't know if he's dead or not. He doesn't move when he gets to the bottom, but he could be awake.
At this point, I immediately shout, hey, Jen, is he on the ground? Is he down?
Jen is just starting to climb it.
Okay.
You continue to climb it. You can't see him yet.
I just ignored GP and keep doing my thing.
So
I guess
you're
I said
thinking
Jen.
just climbing the hill.
Yeah, well, am I on top yet, or am I like still waiting to finish
No.
climbing?
They started attacking before, like just as you started climbing. So we're
All right, so
She
I'm,
immediately runs to loot the corpse.
Vincent. What are you doing?
I'm approaching the corpse, sword drawn, shield up.
Okay, so you climb over the tree.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you climb over the tree, from behind the rock steps out this big ogre. This big fat ogre that looks like JP but uglier. And bigger. And heavier. Actually, he's not that heavy. He's pretty light. I even have a picture of him here. Where? I don't know if you can see this, but that's him.
Perfect.
Yeah, big ugly ogre. Okay, he's got a club and he's wearing furs on his back. He's got kind of some stubble, and there's some heads hanging from his belt. Anyway, he steps out with this giant frickin' two-handed club and takes a swing at you, Jeff, and misses. Like sails right over your head and bangs into the hill cliff next to him. Big thud.
Do I see
Okay.
or hear this? Like,
Yeah,
what-
everyone sees this.
So I immediately say, Dad?
Okay.
I'm gonna take a swing at him.
All right. Roll to hit. Actually,
D20.
D20 plus 2.
14. No.
No, that is just barely. You hit him, but it like sinks into his tough ogre hide, and he doesn't bleed or doesn't seem to do any damage.
Okay.
He's got thick skin. Jen, your turn.
so am I up there yet?
You are partway up the hill. You are about there.
I guess I'll just keep going since I
Right.
can't see
The
or
top.
do anything, right? Oh, I'm there?
Well, you're where the blip is going.
Okay. So can I take a shot from there, or
Yeah,
like?
because Vincent and the ogre are out over here. So you can shoot them from there.
All right, so I'm gonna take a shot. Am I like positioned behind the ogre? So I'm gonna get more points.
Actually, you're at his side right now. If you were to climb to the top of the hill, you could probably get a sneak attack in.
Oh, then I'll climb at the top of the hill.
Okay, so you'll get your attack next round then.
That's fine.
So you sneak to the top of the hill. Yeah, no problem. All right, Bregor, your turn.
Yes. So I shoot at the ogre attacking Vincent.
Okay. Roll a d20 to hit. D20 plus 2, is it? 1? D20 plus 2.
+2. Okay. 15.
15. That's a hit.
Yes.
Roll d8 for damage.
5.
Nice. Ooh. Okay. Arrow sinks into his shoulder in the typical hero position, and he kind of shrugs it off and picks up his or readies his club again. But JP goes for next.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to RP this or just treat it as a regular fight. But I guess with what you messaged me, it doesn't matter either way. So that's the only thing that we can see right now, right? Is the giant ogre?
Right.
All right. I'm gonna hold on. Let me look at the spell real quick.
Okay. So while he's doing that, because this
Yeah,
was
sorry.
going to happen right afterwards anyway, from the left side of the hill, behind some brush, another hobgoblin pops out with a bow and takes a shot at Bregor. Oof. And it sinks into you, doing 6 damage.
Good lord.
What?
You are at 5.
What did he hit him with?
A bow.
This troll pulled out a bow and shot it?
No. There's a.
No. You are looking down the face of this
A hobgoblin.
9-foot ogre. This hobgoblin that was up on the top of the hill you guys hadn't seen stepped out with a bow and shot at Bregor.
Trying to get those heals, bro.
Yeah. So that's almost half your life. That's like a nice shot to the belly.
So, back to me. Since I don't really, I was gonna do this regardless of what happened. So I'm gonna cast Strength of Stone on Jeff,
Okay.
and I guess I'm just gonna cast a spell on Jeff, but he's not gonna know. His character's not gonna know what it actually is. I'm
Right.
not gonna say anything. So
Okay. So just roll a d4, and I'll deal with the result.
Okay. I rolled a 4.
Okay. I need a new book for that one. Okay, Jeff, it's your turn again.
I take another swing.
Roll to hit.
What's that?
Roll to hit. Same hit as before, d20 plus 2.
20.
Oh
22.
shit!
Okay. That is a critical hit. So roll double damage. So you're using a longsword, right?
Yeah.
2d12 plus
Oh my.
3. 2d12.
22. Can I say what happens?